Hi guys, it's your girl Charlie, the boss lady. I don't even know where I got that name from. Oh, I got it from I love Sari, the boss lady. So I was just like, oh, I'm Charlie, the boss lady. Okay, today I'm going to talk about myself. Generally, I have nothing much to say. I always talk about myself. That's my content. I thought being at home, I'll be posting frequently, regularly, but yo, I'm failing to keep up with the pace. I'm always in bed watching series. But anyways, let's get to it. What am I going to talk about today? Please don't judge me because some of the things I used to do, I even judged myself like, was I crazy or something? But well, I'll start from college, right? 2014, I started my college life at Midland State University. I was doing retail and logistics. And I think that's why I like retail. But I don't think it's because of my program. I think it's because of my background, because both my parents were and are still retailers. Yeah, and wholesalers as well. So I think it's maybe something that is in my blood, just to sell, to sell, to sell. Yeah. So 2014, nothing happened because I was settling in college. 2015 now, I didn't have a passport because my parents kept saying, we'll get you one, we'll get you one. What do you need a passport for? You're always at school. Holidays is just 1 month and stuff. Now I was running out of time. I really needed a passport. Then I lied to my parents that we have a school trip to go to South Africa for logistics, so I need a passport. Then they sent the money. I went to the passport offices in Gweru. I had my passport taken and it was out. That was 2015. Now, my dad used to send me money every 2 weeks. At times, even after a week, I cannot say he didn't try. He used to send me money because I was a girl and being in college and being his first daughter and being daddy's girl, actually, generally. You know, if you're a girl, you're vulnerable, especially in college, because you end up in situations where you don't want because you want money, right? So my dad didn't want that kind of situation for me, where I would end up dating for money, being in relationships for money and stuff. So he'd send me money, then I saved that money. Me and my roommate Carol, bless her wherever she is, we went to the buses. We asked her to make inquiries about the buses going to South Africa, and they said if we leave here around 4 p.m., we'll get in South Africa around 8 a.m., 9 a.m. It was okay for us because we didn't want to end up in hotels or lodges, and we were scared because South Africa is not safe. That's what they say. So I had money. I had saved up, I think, about 150 US dollars. Then I said with my friend, okay, let's go. Let's do it. Because if we had converted that 150 to rands, it seemed to be like a lot of money. Then we traveled to South Africa, me and my friend. It was my first time and I was scared. If my parents are not aware, I just told them I'm going for a school trip. I don't know why they never ask it for the pictures, because I'm always taking pictures if it's a trip. We went to South Africa, Dragon City, China Mall. I bought some nice woodies, track suits, and some dresses. If other dresses were actually for 20 rand, you know, you could get even some good tops for 10 rand. Those were my stuff. I went back to school with my friend, my roommate as well. So others had cash and others didn't have cash. So what I used to do is I used to give out on credit. Then when it's month end, when people have money, now they have rentals. I didn't stay in campus. I was staying in Copy. So when people now they have money, their parents send them money for foodstuffs. They would also have some spare to pay for my clothes, which they have taken on credit. So now I was starting to earn money, right? I was in second year, I was in college. Now I'm not texting my dad time and again, hey dad, I need money. Hey dad, I need transport money. Hey dad, I need money for groceries. What night I need to go to Chicken Inn. Now my dad is like, why this? I think for a few months, for 4 or 5 months, he started to notice, oh, this girl is not asking for money. What's going on with her life? Then I was like, no, I understand now. I'm used. I know how to save, but honestly, it's because I was doing a business in school. Okay, business was okay. People now knew me selling my clothes on WhatsApp. On WhatsApp statuses you post, someone say, I want this big size. I would take orders now to go to South Africa. Hoodies, tracksuits, XL, small. Now I have orders. Okay, I'm going to get your order. I'll come back with it. Traveled by bus, go to South Africa, and it now became regular, but I never showed my parents my passport, honestly. Now, on attachment, I started to go to Malawi with my mom. And my mom, she had friends in Malawi. We bought a table in Mbare. Yeah. So, on attachment, I had a table in Mbare. Then, I was also on attachment in one of the government offices, big offices actually. And I made friends, I made connections. I now used to sell socks and boxer pants and pants. I think the whole building there, like, Mkwati building, Chitepo, what. They now used to know me because of my socks. Everyone was wearing my socks, my boxers, my vest, and everything. It was nice. I always used to like selling. But to cut the story short, I think that's one of the things that made me independent at a young age. It has some advantages and disadvantages as well. We'll look into it. The advantages is I ended up being independent. I never relied on any man. I became bossy, yeah. And it's a disadvantage because you end up being used as well. And some people don't have pride. A person can be in a relationship with you, being a boyfriend to you, but at the same time not with the intentions of loving you for who you are, but for what you can provide. You get it? I'll talk about that some other day. Some relationships I got myself into and how vulnerable I was because I had a table in Bari and I was selling. I used to have a satchel, a handbag with stuff, going home and everything. So an attachment, I'm now selling in Bari. I have a sales girl in Bari. And at the same time, I'm doing my attachment in town. So, life is good. I'm staying with my cousin in Chitungwiza, going to work every day and stuff. The business is in me. I wish I was not going back to school in fourth year in 2017. That's when I was supposed to complete my studies. In 2016, on attachment, I bought my first car. And my mom was like, you're not going to school with that car because you lose 4 cars and what. And I hated her for it. I was like, but that's my money I made in Bari. Because in Bari, I would go around 5 a.m. I'll be there. My table will be set. Then 10, I would have made maybe 500 US. So by 2016 Christmas time, I stocked up a lot of stuff. I told my mom, I've made this money. It's not enough to buy a car. And she said, you've done it at halfway. Almost at 3/4. I'll help you with the balance. Fair enough. I was a car owner because I always wanted a car, especially if you're selling goods. Now I didn't have a license, but I had a car. Okay, now back to school. My hustle continued. My table in Bar, I didn't close it. When my mom is going to Malawi, I send her for my stuff. My sales girl, I ask her every day for daily sales. And I made good friends in Bari. They'll tell me, this is going at your table. This is going on at your table and stuff. Yeah, so life was okay. Then, now when I finished school, 2017, my mom was like, no, 2016, before I finished school, my mom wanted to go to Malawi with me, right? So I came clean in 2016 about my passport. It had stamps from South Africa, and I said, no, mom. That's what I ended up doing. I ended up going to South Africa to steal stuff, to buy stuff and stay at school. Yeah, she shouted, hey, what if something had happened to you? But well, by the end of the day, I'm your daughter. So let's push time. 2017, I graduated. 2018. My mom always wanted the best for me. My parents, actually. My dad is a quiet man, actually. He's a gentleman. My mom talks too much. I think I'm like my mom. And I look like my mom as well. So, in 2018, I've graduated. I have my degree now. My parents, they were like, okay, now you can go to Dubai. Where your uncle is, my dad's young brother. He stayed in Dubai for a long time now. It's a good job. Some TV stations, I don't know. So, I went to Dubai in February. Was it February or January? It was February, actually, yeah. I had a visit visa for 3 months. February, March, April, yeah. I had a visit visa for 3 months. They said, you go and look for a job. After you get a job, then you can earn some money for yourself. But I didn't close my Msika table. No, I didn't do that. I went to Dubai. They bought the ticket for me. They did visas and everything for me. My parents did that for me. Okay, there goes the story. The girl who traveled to Dubai to look for a job. I had 5 CVs. 5, yeah. Waitress, housekeeping, sales, administration, logistics, real estate, name it. I had a lot of CVs. So we used to move around dropping CVs so that we could get a job. Okay, fair enough. I got a job as a salesperson in Jumeirah to sell perfumes. I went there one day from Sharjah to Jumeirah. It was a long distance, and one day I was like, okay. I worked from 8 a.m. to around 9 p.m. Yeah, 8 to 9. I don't remember, but I was in the hallway, like in the passage, in that mall, the whole day, with testers of perfume saying, oh, can you try my perfume? Can you try my perfume and stuff? I was tired and exhausted. Now I don't have time to be on my phone to be asking the girls in Paris, how are the sales going and stuff. No. Second day, I'm tired. I got home late. I think I got home around 11 because I was using trains, metros, right? The following day I had to go back to work. That's the third day. I told my uncle and my aunt, no, I'm not going. It's too much for me. I can't be standing in the passage in a mall the whole day. I started applying for another jobs. I got a job. They said they will train you, waitress and stuff. I didn't go, honestly. I just looked at the salary. Then I did my calculations now. So the salary was like 2,500 dirham. Was it 2,000? But when I converted the money, it was not much. Although I didn't have renters, but eventually I had to move to go to where some of my friends were staying in bed space. Yes, then I would also look for accommodation later. How everything will progress with time. But, well, they said they'll pay me 2,500. Do I have a calculator? No. Oh, my watch is there. They said they'll pay me 2,000. I think it was 2,000 because I was a starter, honestly. Then I did my calculations. Then I told my uncle, this money, even if I don't have rentals, let's say I'm left with 300 US. That's how I did my calculations. Then I told my uncle, if I'm left with $300 per month, that is if in 30 days, I need a pen and a paper. Because I told my uncle I can't be working for, yeah, I had to get a pen and a paper. So in a month, I was going to get $300, right? So I told my uncle, sit down. If I get $300 per month, which means in 30 days, I'm going to earn $10 a day. So if it's $10 per day, is it worth it? Because in Mbare, on a good day, not just on a good day, even on a bad day, if I open my table around 5, by 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I've made my sales, and I don't make $10 per day. No, I'm not going to do this. Then I told my parents I want to come back home because I can't get a job. Then I told my uncle I want to go back home. That was in 1 month. I had a 3 months visa. My uncle was like, okay, just to stay for 3 months, then you go back. Then okay, I don't have money. My parents said, okay, just get some stuff to sell here, the money from your table and everything. Then the girl had to go back. Thank God I didn't sell my car. I didn't have a license as well. But my table was still there. My heart and soul was in Zimbabwe. I just finished my visa. Then I went back home. Okay, now I'm back in Zimbabwe. I'm starting to sell Dubai stuff because it was a blessing to go, because I managed to go to Deira. I managed to move around, get business cards, get contacts and stuff. Now I'm starting to sell hair, getting orders, send money to my friends, getting me stuff, sending it to Zimbabwe. Now I'm selling clothes, not just from Malawi, but everywhere, not just from South Africa. So yeah, that's what happened, right? Then what else? I'm back. My life is now going forward. I'm staying in Chitungwiza. I'm selling in Bari. I'm selling Dubai stuff. I'm not staying with my parents. I go visit my parents. They come and see me. No, I'm not staying with my cousin. I'm not staying on my own. It was time for COVID. So nothing much. Business became low. Then I ended up applying for a job to use my degree, right? I got a job in Mount Pleasant for this freight company, a logistics company. Okay, my boss was very tough, but she made me. I worked for 6 months. Yeah. Now I had a shop in town, Diamond Closet. I had a table in Bari, but I didn't see the use because I can't be in shop all day. I can't be at the table in Bari all day. I have contacts already. I have a group on WhatsApp. I sell my clothes. I said, just to add some money, let me look for a job. I worked for about 6 months, if I'm not mistaken, or less. Yeah, at that company. Then it was also not making sense for me. I always wanted to sell for myself, do things for myself, open my own company and everything. Yeah, then Mbare is running, town is running. I've resigned. I've opened my own company, logistics company. Now is COVID. Soon after COVID, I started to sell at my house, like at the front of the gate in Chitungwiza. I call it a family house, not my house. So I started to sell. I had house help. My brother was not in the country, so it was just me and the house help. Then I said, okay, let's make use of nothing to do at home. It's just the two of us. I started to go to Mtoko to buy tomatoes in bulk, and I had to put my I had to come back to Harare and start to sell. I went to Mtoko again to get chibage, come back to Harare and sell. I went back to Mtoko, get ground nuts, come back to Harare and sell. So it was just been selling and selling and selling. Okay. That has practically been my life, right? Shaolin Logistics, Diamond Closet, Mbari, buying my first car, buying my second car, buying my third car. Life was okay until one time Until one time I had to come to, until one time now in 2022, people were saying, oh, let's go to the UK. So, in 2022 now, people are now saying, oh, UK has opportunities. Hey, if you do your next 6 months, then you go to the UK. Okay. My mom's friend came to my house and she was like, my mom that weekend was at home as well. Hi, Shali, what are you doing there? They said, I'm just nothing much. I was watching a movie on my laptop, honestly. Then she said, oh, there's an opportunity I have had just to do this, put your license, your papers in order. You don't need to write English because you have a degree. Then you go to the UK so that you just see new things. You're tired of Zimbabwe. Just have a new life. And I said, okay, I'll try. There's no harm in trying, but I was now exhausted and bored. You can have the money, but at times, not more money, but just enough money as a girl. If you want to travel, to go to Nyanga, you just do your thing. Go to Nyanga. If you want to go to South Africa for holiday, go to holiday. If I just wake up and say tomorrow I want to go to Dubai, I'll just go to Dubai. That was my life. I was that independent, honestly. Yeah. Now I'm everything. I'm just used and I'm tired, right? Then my mom's friend, she came, my Faye, and she said, I'll help you get the sponsorship. You just do your part, I'll do my part. I said, okay, no harm in trying. Me going to Europe. Okay, I'll try. My papers were in place with no time. I think it wasn't a hassle for me to get papers to come to England. I didn't pay any sponsorship. I didn't have any visa problems, anything, no. I think when something wants to happen, God just do it in his own way. I came to UK. I had to give someone my table in Bali now because I wasn't going to manage, honestly. I took all the stuff that was in the shop in town, Diamond Closet. I gave it to my dad. I said, okay, you can sell for me at your shop. Then the Mbari table, who did I give? My cousin, my mom's cousin, honestly. I started to rent it, then my mom's cousin started to use it after because I couldn't keep up. I came to England. Then now I'm in England. Oh, I'm used to doing my sales stuff, doing my trucks. I didn't close the Charlene Logistics office, but I faced a lot of difficulties now. Okay, I'll tell you all about England life, right? For now, stay tuned and subscribe. I'll start from 2022. How did I fail to keep up with the office, to the Diamond Closet, and now I had to adjust to a developed country lifestyle, surviving on salary. Now, was the salary worth it, or was the hassle worth it, or the peace of mind worth it, or the exposure worth it? I don't know. It's you who's going to judge. But anyways, stay connected. For now, just subscribe. I'll be back.